Hello, welcome to the Zero Ends channel. Please like and subscribe. Please enjoy our live.
Zero ends. Hello. Make sure like, comment, subscribe to the video. This is live, actually, for those that don't know. Y'all seen the videos? You seen the news has been talking about this since the afternoon of Saturday, July. I believe this is July the 13th. Ironically. Oh, and if you're not subscribed to the Zero Ends channel, wait for hit the subscribe button as well. That's free. And hold on. What's this? Close this. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. I'm scrolling for some things right now, guys, before I begin. Yeah. I'm probably going to look at both monitors. Right now, guys. Make sure. Okay. I can see myself. All right. See if. All right. Good. So now, let me turn that a little lower so you don't hear my background. Donald Trump was someone attempt on taking his life yesterday. I'm not saying it's true, but let's say allegedly that was the case. Isn't it ironic? We're almost, what's it, July, August, September, October, November, 5 months away before who's going to remain as president of the United States. And we come across finding this happening in Pennsylvania, of all places, surprisingly, where that's where the documents, I think a lot of paperwork was signed and filled in that state of Pennsylvania last time I checked. And it looks to me that this can be either problematic or even a blessing in disguise for the one they call Donald A. Trump. And what I mean by this is that, when you get your life almost taken, often what will happen is things will go either in your favor or against your favor. But nonetheless, Donald Trump, might avoid a serious big one. And y'all see there, this is the AP articles. There's too many articles. I'm not reading all these articles, to be honest with y'all. I'm looking at these articles as I'm seeing firsthand. There's photos, there's pictures of all this. I'm not going to go into their news coverage per se. And the reason why that is because I took a look at the video itself more than once. And I'll be honest with you. A lot of people might get mad at this. This is well orchestrated and staged. And why would I say something like that? Simple, because let's be honest. We all know how assassination attempts are attempted, not only in America but globally. For those that use common sense. And one thing is evident and clear, And mind you, he has secret agent because that is given to him once you serve your first term as president. That if this was really an attempt on his life, on the midpoint going into the 24 election, you think that someone that was going to attempt to take out Donald Trump, they would have done so already a long time ago? Even to the point now, if they took him out now at this point, you think it would have it would have happened already? But no, that's not the case. I even go as far as to say that, a lot of these campaigns where people are running and they collecting money and funding and going to these events. These events are pretty much well protected. Last time I checked, yeah, they're well protected. Last time I checked, I think I remember checking it. Yeah, and to find that all of a sudden, we hear the shots fire. We hear him put his ear on something, and then we hear more multiple shots. And like, I hear even one stupid chick, what's the name, Seals, the dumb bitch, saying that it could have been fireworks or some stupidness, which it could possibly. But here's the problem, sweetie. You would know what fireworks if it bitch in your ass. Personally, personally. But I will say this: from looking at the video in many angles and seeing it firsthand, this is more than what we consider stage. This is something that is like a movie. Watching a movie. You know how you watch those good movies and you always know how the plot is gonna play out. And I'm gonna be able to say this firsthand since we're only a few minutes into this video or the stream that yeah, he's gonna be present again very soon. Very soon, to be honest with you. And the reason why I say this because let's be fair and honest here. This is only gonna further heighten a population in America that's already have no direction and really don't know where the country's standing right now, that this will give more fuel to the fire, to what they don't see going on economically in America. Um, the people don't know that we a lot of people, a lot of Americans very having questions on how they're gonna really survive in these coming years with how the dollar is floating, if the inflation is going to really be regulate and control, or go as far as what's position of what they consider the job market. At the end of the day, these questions are at laid out and need to be answered, and from both sides they'll tell you some that what they have proposed to stop the bleeding in regards economically, but they're not really giving a real answer of how to really stop the bleeding. Besides what you see the blood on his ear, which I think he probably scratched his ear, or maybe a bullet did graze him. Have y'all noticed that usually when people attempt assassinations, they usually hit their target, and if you shoot and say alleged miss, and we all know there's no such thing as alleged miss because from looking at the videotape, it looked like the man probably did had an actual target if this is really an attempt, and he all of a sudden miss. How ironic. What's the possibility you missing if you're going to really take someone's life? Very rare, and I mean very rare. Very rare. I did hear some people did lost their life that day. This I think they said one time was 10, 20, and the last month. Now I'm hearing this a bunch of people, multiple people died. But we really can't confirm that. They could probably show some fake pictures of it, but really I don't go by it personally. But it is what it is. I mean, but you must understand, most people that do lose their life is always a form of casualty of what we wanted to allege warfare, and it's another type of warfare casualties or casualty of war. Because it does happen in history. For y'all that don't read books or watch movies, they display this heavily in detail. I'm not sure why most people, Americans, men and women, are dumb to really understand that. But like I said, we're more conditioned to be in a fantasy world and live off fantasies. We don't live in reality, which is very sad and very dangerous, to be honest with you. So what's this? So I might as well look at this article. And if y'all wanted to come up, that's optional. I put for anybody that disagree or have their own opinions. I doubt it because a lot of people are very much invested emotionally. Let's see how he said. All right, let's look at this. Look at some articles. Washington AP, the U.S. Secret Service investigate how a gunman armed with a AR-style rifle was able to get close enough to shoot and injured former President Donald Trump at a rally. Saturday in Pennsylvania, a monumental failure of one of the agency's core duties. Now, mind you, a lot of people blame the agencies because these are people that are trained Secret Service, some former military, one form of FBI agents, what do you want to call them, how they failed to even protect the former president. Now, a lot of people blame that, you know, the people they have around, they can't trust their snakes. The other thing they said, these Secret Service are not enough to protect a person that was once a president of the United States. In regards to he's running again, they should have more resource put into protecting him. And we all know that Donald Trump got the money to invest resources to protect himself. The Secret Service is just a complementary of your service as once former president of the United States, for those that don't know. All right, let's read more. The gunman who was allegedly taken out by Secret Service personnel fired multiple shots at a stage from an elevated position outside the rally venue, and the agency said an Associated Press analyzed of more than a dozen videos and photos taken at the Trump rally, as well as satellite imagery of the site, showing the shooter was able to get what they call astonishingly close to the stage where the former president was speaking. A video posted on social media, a what they call geolocation by the AP, shows the body of a man wearing gray camouflage lying motionless on the roof of a manufactured plant just north of the Butler farm, showing grounds where a Trump rally was held. The roof was less than 150 centimeters yards from where Trump was speaking a distance, from which a descent marksman could reasonably hit a man-sized target. For reference of 150 meters, it is a distinct distance of which the U.S. Army recruits most hit a man-sized silhouette to qualify with a M16 assault rifle in basic training. The AR-style rifle, like that of a gunman at the Trump rally, is a semi-automatic civilian version of the military M16. Yeah, I said it was a good. I think it's a weak. Oh, here's the picture, and I'm not sure about the AR and M16 are a similar weapon. I think AR is like a weak, cheap version of it, and a really cheap version of an M16. I'm not sure how capable is in regards it doesn't jam, but I'm not a gun expert, so I wouldn't know about that. But let's be honest. If you're using an AR to really take out your opponent, unless you train, that is highly likely that's going to happen. From what it's been read here in the article. Now I'm looking at this picture right here. It shows the Butler, Pennsylvania. Butler farm shows grounds. Stage a stance. Okay. Gunman on rooftop with rifle. Okay. Assistant fires several shots from less than 100 feet meters away, wounded Trump allegedly. And law enforcement counter sniper here. Okay. All right. The FBI on Sunday identified the shooter as Thomas Matthew Crook, 20, Bethlehem Park, Pennsylvania. The Secret Service did not have a speaker at a late night news conference where FBI and Pennsylvania state police officers briefly report on the shooting investigations. FBI agents, or FBI special agents in charge of Kevin Rokicki, said it was surprising that the gunman was able to fire at the stage before he was taken out, allegedly. Members of the Secret Service counter sniper team and counter assault team were at the rally, according to the two law enforcement officials. The officials spoke on conditions of anonymity because they weren't authorized to discuss the details of the investigation. I wouldn't be so shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Before we continue, let me check. Okay. All right, good. All right, let's keep going. The heavily armed, whose Secret Service code name is Hawkeye, is responsible for eliminating threats so that other agents can't shield and take away the person they are protecting. The counter sniper team, known by the code name Hercules, use long range with binoculars and is equipped with a sniper rifle to deal with long-range threats or treat threats. U.S. Secret Service and Homeland Security Anandro Marukas said his department and the Secret Service are working with law enforcement to investigate the shooting, maintain security of president candidates and the campaign's events is one of the department's most vital priorities, he said, allegedly. We condemn this violence in the strongest possible terms and commend the street service for their swift actions today. Mayorkas said, we are engaged with President Biden, former President Trump, and their campaign and are taking every possible measures to ensure their safety and security. Now, we all know they're not going to take out Biden. Stop it. Stop it. They're not going to do that. That's a lie. He's the president. Ain't nobody attempting no Democrat president. They're not doing that. Matter of fact, I'm not sure what's the population of Democrats, Republicans in America, but I would think there's more blue than red, if I'm right. And I'm probably going to Google it, check how many blue and red states. And we all know most people on the average, if there's more blue than red, there are going to be some secret people that are Republicans by nature living in a blue state. But let's be fair and honest. Most of them not going to mess with Biden. That's not possible. That's not possible at all. Now, if they attempt on Biden, that would be a different situation. But we all know that's not going to happen. All right. Call for the investigation came from all sides. Mark Green, a Tennessee Republican who shares in the House Committee on Homeland Security, sent a letter to Mayorkas on Sunday raising questions about the shooting and demand information about the former president's Secret Service protection. The seriousness of this security failure and chilling movements in our nation's history cannot be understood, Green wrote in the letter. Green also noted reports that the Secret Service had rebuffed requests from the Trump campaign for additional security. A spokesman for the Secret Service, Anthony, I think it's pronounced Gulemian, said on X Sunday that those allegations were absolutely false and that they had added resource and technology as the campaign travels increase. And this is a picture of the, I think, Hercules sniper, allegedly. Interesting. Green said he would be taking or talking with Secret Service Director Kimberly Chatto on Sunday. James Corn, a Kentucky Republican who was in the House Oversight Committee chairman, said he contacted the Secret Service for briefing and calling on Chatto to appear for the hearing. Corner said his committee will send a formal invitation soon. Political violence is all forms of an American and unacceptable. There are many questions and American demand answers. Corner said in a statement, U.S. Rep. Richie Torres, a New York Democrat, called for investigation of security failures at the rally. The federal government must constantly learn from security failures in order to avoid repeating them, especially when those failures have implications for the nation's, Torres said. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, a Democrat, posted on X that he and his staff are in contact with the security planning coordinator, also on the Republican National Convention, set to begin Monday in Milwaukee. We cannot be a country that accepts political violence of any kind. That is not who we are, and America ever said. The FBI said it will lead the investigation into the shooting, working with the Secret Service and locals and state law enforcement. Attorney General Merrick Garland said the Justice Department will bring every available resource to bring to this investigation. My heart is with the former president, those injuries, and the family of the inspectors. Killing the horrified attack, Garland said in a statement, we will not tolerate violence of any kind, and violence like this is an attack on our democracy. Associated Press by Long Ziegman, Washington contributes to this report. Okay. So that's it for that article. 1 second, guys. I'm just looking at some right now, guys. All right. So that's that of that particular article, and mind you, there's many more articles. There's some videos I could probably run. Do I really want to run these? Let me see if there's any good videos run. I don't feel like running the stupid videos because videos don't say nothing really. To be honest with you, in my opinion. Let me see if there's a video. No, I don't see no videos, and I'm not gonna probably run no videos because there's not one video I could really link that made sense. It's more babble, in my opinion. Anyhow, so the biggest question that I'll repeat again for those that will come catch this video, and that question, and we all know the question and the answer possibly. Where am I? Hold on, guys. Is assassination on Donald Trump fake or real? I mean, it looks like it's believable, personally. And to go as far as everybody is monitoring, if you have more than one sniper in every position where potential where a person can hit and escape, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but really truly there really is very much catching. To know that the man, if this was a man or woman, which they said they have pictures of, and they only grace your ear, is very much questionable. Even to what they said they took him out or took he or she out. Look at everything, question everything. And that's why you see a lot of people that does these videos or they talk about the tinfoil hat or these stupid little fake wannabe say conspiracy videos, which really nothing's conspiracy because if you have to conspire something or think it's conspiracy, it's already too late. I mean, this is more of a political stage to boost his notoriety, his attention already as is. He's already the hottest person right now. Watch right now for news anchors. Y'all forgot, if y'all remember, Donald Trump, especially when he was in office, that's when news made the most of their money because they were always talking about him every day, every week. And since he's not in office, the news anchors outlets not really making much money at all because Donald Trump brings eyeballs because he brings that controversy, that real attention that's needed. For those that don't know. So it's always in the political best interest of business wise of America that they probably will eventually put him back in office. Now I heard rumor that they said when he created that coup back in 2000 and I think it was in 2020 or 2021, allegedly, of you know the election, all this nonsense, right? If I can remember, yeah, I think it was that. It was in 2000, yeah, 2022 or 2020. My fault. So I'm getting mixed up. 2020 when that thing happened in the Capitol and stuff. That the word on the street is that they gave him a fair warning that they'll let him walk without doing any serious time, but he can't run again. And lo and behold, we look at 3 years, going on 4 years that he attempt to run for president or re-election. And also you see all these things that came out from the bribery to the sex scandals, all that stuff to really pin him down to convict him as a guilty person. And he's still running for the country. Makes you question the ethics of America. You think about it. But nonetheless, this is America, guys. I mean, if you're white, you'll get far. You probably will get far. Yes, you'll definitely get far. I mean, there's no real rules. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have status and money. and know someone, you can get in. You know, it's who you know, it's not what you know. So overall, I'm gonna wrap this up personally. Um, I look at it as another stage plot to boost the numbers. It's nothing really serious. If they really want to take his life, they would have done so already. They probably would have done it that day or months ago. I want to be honest with y'all. At this point, if you're seeing any stories or any attempts to move forward, don't believe it. It's not happening. They're not taking his life. Matter of fact, they just put him in a better position so he gets enough leverage from people from what's it, far right or left, whatever you want to call it, to further give him the votes needed so he is back in office again. Now, one thing I do not now I remember what I was about to do. Let me look up, and I'm going to probably look up now. What are the most states? All right, let's see. Which how many states? States. The the and Democrats in. All right, let's look at this. We're gonna look at states and we're gonna look at Democrat Party. Okay, I see someone on Wikipedia, and let me see if I can make this bigger. All right, I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to share this instead. And I think this is very important. Yeah, this is very important. Because we got to know where we stand on each state. Okay, let me see if I can see that. I'm looking at my end, give you a few minutes. All right, there we go. We can see it. Let's see how many states got blue and red. From looks of this, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are more red states than blue from looking at this. And we got Alaska as a red state. We got somewhere in Hawaii or something as a blue state. I don't see a lot of blue on this. And I see one that's purple, if there's such thing as a color purple. So it looks to me, it's a vast variety of color right here. One by each part by twice. Okay, so that's one. All right. So let me start sharing this. We're going to now type in which state has the most. All right. Which state has the most? The most, let's see, the most red, which has the most Republic. And Democrat. And let's see what I get. All right. It's going to take a while. Okay, I have to really search. Okay. It said states with the most Republicans. It seemed to me Republican, Democrats. Can't get a real actual number. So I would say they're probably more red than blue. I could be wrong. Maybe I should give a more better search engine. Let me see if I could be more specific with my search. In the United States, which has the most in the blue party? Let's check. All right, so majority right now said is Democrat. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. We ain't gonna hold this up any longer. What's your thoughts? Leave a comment below and see if I'm right or wrong. Do you believe it was staged? Is it fake or real? Look forward to reading your comments for this one. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.